Okay, on to the next Skip the Line reaction, man. Another Alter Bridge. I told you, you've got a lot more coming, so these are the ones. And this is all from Sammy. This is all courtesy of Sammy. He's requested all of these, so I appreciate. I've noticed a couple of people calling you the GOAT in the comment section as well. So yeah, let's get on to the next one. Alter Bridge Fortress. Your message over here is, this is epic track. This is an epic track title from their 4th album, and it's a masterpiece. I think you'll love it. Enjoy. Rock and roll, man. Let's see what we got over here. Let's go.
To wander this world on my own. Sometimes it's so hard to admit it, but I can't let go. I can't let you go. Go on and take it all. Go on and take it all. Fortress coming. I know we can't save it all. No, we can't save it all.
I don't know who he's talking about. I'm not entirely sure if he's talking about a parent or if he's just talking about a loved one, or a loved one that actually provided him with strength, provided him with a pillar, right? In terms of like now surrendering it all because that person's gone in their life. I don't ever believe that. I believe absolutely every single thing that happens in your life is a lesson and it's learning. I mean, I think if we say, oh no, well, this is all wasted. Nothing's ever all wasted. You learn something from it, even if it's a bad situation where you're like, oh, well, that was a waste of time. Nothing's a waste of time. You learn something. Even being lazy and useless, although it is a waste of time, but that will teach you something down the line, because 2 years down the line when you've achieved nothing, you've learned that, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do what I did in the last 2 years. That's still in itself a lesson. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not entirely sure who he's talking about over here, but I like the fortress is coming down, essentially. So I was a fortress, but my fortress is collapsing, right? I was strong and I was able to keep up my defenses, but I no longer am able to do that without you. I like
that. We can't save it all. No, we can't save it all.
Instrumentation.
Everything is gone. Oh, I've seen it all. Oh, I've seen it all. Go on and take it all. Go on and take it all.
Oh, I love that guitar in the background there.
One thing I know is for certain, we cannot have all we want.
That's damn straight, man. We can't have what we want. This is the crazy thing about how we operate today in society, is that as long as I don't have it my way, you're the evil one. As long as the court, the Supreme Court doesn't rule in my favor, then we need to change the Supreme Court. Right? That's like this is the narcissistic, nihilistic bullshit that we're getting today. Right? So sometimes you'll get it your way, sometimes you won't get it your way. But today's, if I don't get it my way, the whole system needs to change. Right? It's either I get everything I want or we have to take it all down. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. We cannot have all that we want. You're never going to have all that we want. And if you try and pursue that, you're going to just completely, you'll wreck yourself in the process.
Certain we cannot have all we want. Still, this will not stop the hurting. It is never gone.
Nope.
Now I hold on to the one thing, too fragile to stand on its own. The fortress we built, it is crumbling. Still I can't let go.
Hey.
I can't let you go. Go on and take it all. Go
I like the premise of like the fact that he built the fortress with this person. I'm assuming it's his partner, or if he's lost his partner or something. I'm not entirely sure who the person is, but he's basically saying we built these defenses, we built this fortress together, and you were an integral piece in keeping this fortress standing. But now that you're gone, this fortress is coming down. I can't hold this battle anymore, right? I can't hold all of this attack on the fortress anymore. When we used to do it, and we used to do it easily, right? Because life's a battle. And when we were together, we fought this battle well. But now that you're gone, the fortress is doomed to collapse at some point.
Take it all, and take it all. Fortress coming
I like that he's saying that. It's like there'll come a time where you'll look back and regret when it's gone because you've left this fortress. Glad, kind of alluding to the partner just like leaving, but not dying. I thought to a certain degree there might have been a death of the partner and something like that, but this person just decided to get up and leave, right? Saying, okay, but you realize that you also left your safety. You left your fortress, the fortress that was actually keeping you together. So there will come a time that you will regret that because you're going to go out and face the adversities and all of that. Right? And we were a unit and we split that unit, which means that you're no longer in this fortress and, you're weaker for it. I like that. Instrumentation now. Some talented people on this group. So he's not lost hope at the end of the day. So he's basically saying, okay, so things have gotten pretty chaotic. That's also sort of depicted by the actual instrumentation that went absolutely all tilt. Great instrumentation arrangement over there. I felt it's a little too long for me, right? If I had to listen to this track like just in one of my playlists and one day, like when it would get to that and it's just going on for a bit too much, I would actually switch track, essentially. So as much as I appreciate it, I think it's great. I just think from like an ease of listening, I feel like that for me just gets a little too much, right? I think it could have been shortened a little bit. But yeah, I mean, as for the song, I think it's great. As for the instrumentational arrangements, I think it's great. As for the lyrics, I also think it's great. Nothing wrong with the song. I just think that for me, this song could have been a bit shorter, personally.
There's still time. On the outside looking in, everything seems fine, but the fortress caving in comes down.
Yeah.
On me tonight. Come on and take it all, come on and take it all. Fortress come. I know we can't save it all, no we can't save it all. Everything is gone, oh, let's see it all, let's see it all. Fortress come. Come on and take it all, come on and take it all. Just take it all. Just take it all. Just take it all.
Yeah, I like the song. I don't think there's anything wrong with the song. Definitely not one of my favorites of theirs, and purely because of the fact that I think they made their point like earlier on, and I felt for me personally it was just dragged on for too long, right? Towards like the end of the song, I was like looking for, okay, when is the song going to end? Essentially, there was nothing that was really like holding me in like past like 4.5 to 5 minutes. There was nothing really like, yes, the instrumentation arrangement and whatever else, cool. But I started getting really tired of it towards the end of the song, right? Not to say it's a bad song. I think the song is great. Some people will enjoy that kind of thing. But I think to a certain, to a certain degree, it started like I started losing the thing. It's like, okay, I think you made your point initially, and you went into the instrumentation thing, and then you went back into saying the same thing to make your point. So, like I said, not bad. Most certainly not one of my favorites. I have heard fantastic other ones. Right now, this is probably be one of my least favorites of Alter Bridge so far. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.